Live right now.
You
Welcome
rascal.
everybody to another episode of In Bed with Comics. I'm your host and fellow comedian Kristen Tinsley, and tonight I'm going to be having a very intimate, a very detailed conversation with comedian Emily Santosus. Welcome, Emily.
Hi.
Welcome to In Bed with Comics.
And that's exactly where I am.
How are you feeling tonight?
I'm okay. You know, I got a little something going on, but other than that, I'm good.
Are you ready for the Thanksgiving festivities?
Yeah, no, I don't. Thanksgiving's not a thing for me. I generally sleep.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
doing the whole like family thing.
Yeah.
I'm not doing any of that. I'm not seeing a live come up on my feed so I can see who's watching. Oh, there we are. Okay.
Oh,
We are here. Okay, cool.
cool.
So
Yeah, no, I'm not like yes, I don't. Not a festivities person, I guess.
yeah, I'm kind of taking a step back from all of that right now, just because so much has happened and I've had so much time during quarantine to just kind of like step back and reflect. If
Yeah,
you share the show on your page, you'll see everybody pop up.
I'm trying to do that.
There's
Let me
that.
see.
Look at that. I like your bed. It's hot.
Huh?
I like your
Oh,
bed.
yeah. Was it Wayfair? I didn't get a small child though. They shipped the bed, which is fine.
Are you sure? Because there might be like one behind there, like like creeping out and like stealing all your stuff.
Pablo is like gonna pop out from the
Pop
mattress.
out and be like, "Hey, what's up?
First of all,
I'm back here. By the way, you snore."
Pablo will be dead by now. I don't see it. Like I don't see it on your page. Like maybe I just don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Did I make
That's
it
weird.
public? Hold on. It definitely is public. Oh no. Second, I need to change the privacy.
Womp womp.
Yeah, it's only me, which is disgusting. Oh my god, all of my posts have been only me. I'm like, oh my god. All right, so now you can share it. What the hell? I didn't even realize. Like everything I've been posting has just been like, I think some stuff got through, but now all of a sudden my lives are only me. That's weird. What
See,
the
so if
hell
it wasn't for me telling you.
Yeah, if you didn't tell me, thank you. You like saved the world.
Yeah, there we
So
go.
yeah, I had plenty of time to like do like, some thinking during quarantine, and I was like, you know what? I am not dealing with any family crap this year. I'm just gonna go to my friend's house, have a good time, do a little bit of drinking, do a little bit of hanging out and talking, and just be on my merry way home. So
there you go.
That beautiful hair of yours, I can't stand you.
This?
Yes.
It's crazy. I can't say shit because I didn't have any hair like 8 years ago, so I'm not even gonna like bitch about it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. 2 years ago, my hair was like horribly thin. It's down to here now, but I love my wigs and extensions and all that stuff because I just love it.
I thought that shit was yours.
It's all about the blend, baby. It's all about the blend.
Yeah, some guy asked me. He goes, so where'd you get your extensions? I'm like, Mother Nature. Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, how do you have hair? I'm like, I don't know, I just took hormones. He goes, can I do that? I'm like, yeah, well, I'm not gonna have this conversation with you.
That was definitely something that I had asked. Like I was I had said is there any sort of hormone out there that can make my hair grow back? Because I was devastated because after weight loss surgery, like I lost a lot of my own hair. So and they were like, oh, it'll come back. And they're like, yeah, but you don't understand. Like my curly hair takes forever to grow. Like it just doesn't. Unless it's straightened, you really can't see like how long it is. And then even like, I don't know, I had really super long hair as a kid, and then my mom cut it off and it never came back. So I will not be forgiving her.
I had curly hair too when I was a kid. In fact, people used to, like strangers, my mom would tell me, strangers would come up and be like, oh, what a beautiful girl. What's her name? And mom's like, that's a boy. And I'm like, Ma, even strangers knew. This is so sad. How could you not know?
Did you know as a child?
Yeah, I knew. Yeah, but like I knew like back in the early 80s. And back in the early 80s, the only thing a tranny was something that broke on your car. It wasn't like
That's a classic joke. I love that.
Yeah, it wasn't like who you are, right? So I just knew I liked makeup and girl stuff and whatnot. And there was no like word for it. And the first time I realized what that was, because you got to remember, like, you're probably like way younger than me.
I'm not.
And you have no.
1980.
Okay, so 5 years. That's a long time. So there was no internet till I was like, what, 16, 17, 18 or something like that. I think 17 or 18. I got my first like computer, like IBM Aptiva, freaking dinosaur that I am, right? So I think when I was 12 or 13, I was walking through the house and Donahue was on. Yeah, right? Donahue, right? So Donahue was on, and he had on a woman, and her name was Tula.
I remember that episode, actually.
Caroline Cossi, who was a Bond girl, whole nine yards. And that is when I first learned. I'm like, oh, transgender. Oh, that's what it is. Finally put a word to it. Then I took the bus, because I didn't drive back then. Took the bus to the mall to like Walden Books or some bullshit. And I ordered her book. They looked at me like, huh? I'm like, I just ordered the freaking book. So I ordered the book. I went back a week later and I read the book. I'm like, yeah, that's it. Of course, I didn't do anything about it for another 25 years.
Right. But now, did you ever do, because like I'm very well versed on like a lot of this stuff, like genetically. Did you ever do any genetic background to find out if there's anything in your genes that may have gotten kind of like maybe weakness crossed in a way?
No, I didn't. I don't know if I want to get too, crazy. I just, as Popeye said, I am who I am.
Right. Because I looked into, I don't, like genetic stuff, like with like my hormones and stuff like that. Because like I always had like issues with hormones growing up. And, I was like, well, I want to get genetic testing so I could find out exactly what it is and like what's, what's wrong. And then it's just like a signal between like, the thyroid and the hypothalamus and the pituitary glands. But
all that would happen is I would go to the doctor, they'd take a test, it would show up XY, and I would just say Y. So like XYY. I don't
it is what it is, and I don't, I definitely don't, for one, think that, we're not all born this way for a reason. Like there's definitely something, to it. I don't see anything wrong with it. So whatever. I mean, whatever is going to be is going to be. So that's just the way it is. I don't look at anybody or anything any different. So.
Yeah, people are who they are. Judge them on how they, treat you. Or, I mean, you're not supposed to judge, but I mean, like not judge, but like just treat people, how they treat you, I guess, or better, So, it's just people that don't like transgender people that never met one. That's who I have a problem with. Like, what the fuck, right? But like, if I did you dirty, like if I did you wrong and you don't like me, okay, that's fair. I can understand that.
Right, and that's what it is. I mean, I grew up with, not that, but also where, an identity of having to hide my nationality from the world, about being biracial. So I understood, a lot. I understand. That's why I probably understand a lot, because when you can't be who you are and you're told to shut up and just be a different person all the time, and you just don't fit into the mold that people expect you to fit into in the society that you're, socialized in, it can create a lot of shadows.
Yeah.
So, but I broke through all of that, and God bless, the gay community and everything like that, because if it wasn't for them, being out and, hey, listen, this is who I am, and I wouldn't have had that. It's not the same, but I wouldn't have had that courage to be able to be like, this is who I am. And if you don't like it, there's the fucking door. I'm
pretty much
by triracial person, and I really don't care. That does not affect the person that I am. So whatever.
Fuck them.
Fuck them. I could care less. But anyway, so since we're in bed and we're having this intimate conversation, tell me about your first time. Who was it with? And were you nervous?
Yeah, no, this is a funny story because I'm
talking about comedy. What kind of show do you think this is?
Oh, all right. I'm sorry. I thought you wanted to hear about like whatever. I was fuck it. I don't care. But let's not talk about that, because in the off chance my first girlfriend is watching, she's gonna send a hit squad out to kill me. So we're not gonna do that. So first time I did comedy, so the lead up to that was one day I was home. This is 2017, I think. Yeah, I'm home. It's like mid-March. and I'm like bored and I have depression. I'm like, this sucks. I got to do something. So I called up the brokerage, and I said, what do you need for me to come on stage? And they said, you had to bring like 6 or 7 people. I forget which one it was.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right. So I said, sign me up. I give them my name. I tell everybody at work, and like 40 people came. So like, 3 weeks, it was about 3 weeks till the day. I've never been on stage before, never performed like publicly, except one time at like some camp. But never had gotten, I could speak in public, if I have to, so nobody think likes doing that. But I'm like, yeah, so I just fucking just did it. And it was a nice pussy. All right. So it was, all right, whatever. It was packed. I mean, it was packed. Every table full. And 40 people were there for me, like from work. So I'm like, okay. All right. So I go out there, and it was like 7 minutes, I think. Yeah, I think it was bring 6 people and you get 7 minutes, some bullshit like that. And it was great. And I crushed it. And it was cool. It was fun. And I really enjoyed it. And then I just kept doing it. It's weird though. Like I take like I don't know the hiatus, but like I'll go like 2 or 3 or 4 months without doing comedy. Sans COVID, like not and nobody was doing that. Yeah. But yeah, I enjoy it. But it's not like I know a lot of these people out there, they're doing it like 7 days a week. And I just can't. I got a job.
Me, like, yeah, I did that when I first, like the first year I did comedy. I was out like every single night, and it got to be more of like a social thing, where like you'd go out and you'd say hi, and like just like finding out like who was on. Oh no, you are not.
What?
He put his
that?
paw on my cards. You know better than that.
A step off, son.
What did you do? He's got like some powder. I don't know. He's weird. My cat is weird. He's crazy. I don't know. He's just been very weird lately. I don't know what's wrong. But he just wants my attention. That's all he loves me.
Aw.
Yeah, he's crazy. Yeah, so I would go out to open mics every single night of the week. I would go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then sometimes Thursdays, and then Friday, Saturdays would be dedicated to either my own shows or going to other people's shows. So, but it got to be a lot. And now when I think about it now, I actually kind of miss those days.
Well, yeah, because you always want what you can't have. Right?
Yeah.
Isn't that life? He's telling you something. That's why he touched the cards.
Yeah, Yin Yang. What's up with that? I think we had said, yeah, we definitely want to do a read. He's definitely curious about you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been involved in the show lately. Like he'll come and like lay down. And, he's.
I'm trying to encroach on your space.
Yeah, that's what he does. He misses me all day. He drags my clothes out the living room, like humps them. He's just insane.
Hey, it's Mike.
It's crazy.
Mike's watching.
Hey, Mike, favorite, what's up, man? Mike told Mike.
No joke. He was my favorite.
You told me.
Like I think that woman Tara was funny. Like that was the name, right? Tara, right? Tara was funny. Yeah. Mike had me rolling. No, wait. That came out wrong. That's no pun, Mike. I'm not fucking with you. I mean, I was laughing a lot. He's probably sitting there going, "That bitch."
No, he's totally not. And that wasn't even cool. Like his set. Like that was him like doing some crazy crowd work.
Yeah.
With Jim and his girlfriend. And I was like, wow, like this night could not. It just.
Yeah, he had me. He had me. He was good. Exactly. I told him you got to come out to the island, do some stuff.
He does come out. Actually, December 5th. So.
Yeah, as long as we're not like in a red zone or some bullshit, whatever that is.
Fucking goddamn better not be, because I'm celebrating my 40th birthday. Come fucking hell or high water. I'll do it right here in my house. I could care less.
There you go. So, party at Kristen's house. Everybody's coming.
Yeah, nobody. Wait, I mean, yeah.
That doesn't sound right either.
So, hi, Michael. Hi, Draven. How are you?
You got Mike and Mike.
Mike, and Kathy.
Nice.
So, so you just walked. You went into the brokerage, and then who was the first producer that you ever worked with?
Butera.
It was John Butera?
Yeah. So, did the show at the brokerage. Then I went back. I think who was there. Oh, Will Sharon. Will Sharon was there. Emily, you were my favorite. You killed it. Oh, Mike.
What about me? I was horrible that night. I'm not hosting any more of my shows. Like, it takes too much energy out of me. I just need to be a comic for crying out loud.
Yeah, no, see, that's why I don't want to produce shit. I want to go up there, talk some shit, get the fuck off the stage. I don't want to like herd cats and where are you? Like hosting's a pain in the ass for me.
It is a pain
but
in the ass. It takes a
but
lot of
producing,
energy out of me.
but
Yeah.
you see, that means a lot because I thought Mike was mad funny, and Mike's telling me that I was his favorite.
Yeah, but you
Thanks,
really,
Mike.
I mean, you just, I had like people in my ear, like, you gotta get him off the stage, you gotta get him off the stage, you gotta hurry up, you gotta get out by a certain time. And I'm like, yeah, but I have the best for last.
Aw.
You know, like I have like really good like, you know, you were there, Mike, Dave Lester, Eli, like I can't, you know what I mean? Like those are like really good comics.
Yeah, you can't rush. Hey.
Hi, Joan.
Danielle's mom. Hi, Joan. You did one of your first shows with me, Emily. I think, did I? Where was it? Was it the Little Room? So wait, so I did the show and Will Sharon was there, right? And I either had gone back and just was hanging out, or I did a second one. I think I was just hanging out. And Will says that John Butera was putting on an LGBTQ comedy show, right? And he recommended that that I hook up with him, not like that. And I performed where everybody wishes they could perform, the vestibule at Frankie's Eastside Gourmet Pizza, because if you've made it there, you've made it.
You've made it everywhere.
Exactly. So we're gonna take me far, and it took me to Farmingdale. So yeah, that was a great show. You're right, Mike. At McGuire's. Okay, yeah, that's true. So I did a show with Kathy McGuire. So I did this. My second show was in the vestibule at Frankie's Eastside Gourmet, and then after that, I just kind of like whatever. Like John was booking me on shows, and then I was hanging out like Julius and Kim in the city, and his wife Kim, and they'd have me host and have me come out to the Broadway Comedy Club, and that was awesome. Hey Jen, hey Teresa.
Hi, girl.
I was gonna do a set, but I was thoroughly intrigued by that situation.
Michael's asking, where are you from?
I'm from my bedroom. See?
You know, I always try to drag Michael out to like comedy shows. You're coming this time because it's gonna be on Long Island. So, Michael, you
All right.
better be there to like, you know, come.
But I'm from Glen Cove. That's where I grew up.
Awesome.
So I was a North Shore. That's weird. I was a North Shore boy, but I'm a South Shore girl. Okay.
So,
okay.
How did you feel going on stage your first time and
scared shitless?
Huh?
Scared shitless. Scared shitless.
Scared shitless.
I was like, my stomach was like, no, you don't. And I'm like, oh, yes, you will. I took a drink and then I went up. But I get nervous every time I go on stage. Emily, why are you in the dark? Is this better? That's not better. You can see.
Because we're in our bedrooms. That's why.
We're in
I
our
would be in the
bed.
dark too if I could get away with it. Oh my
God!
Look at that. What is that?
That is that. You see that?
Is that color purple?
Well, it's kind of bluish purple, and it projects stars and like a nebula. See how it kind of moves.
Where did you get that?
That was from Amazon, where you get everything else. Mike Gave up and said, "Fuck it," even though I answered his questions, but it's all right. So yes, I'm in the dark because I'm in my bedroom, because this is called In Bed with Comics. Now he said, "Fuck it." All right.
Yeah, what are you talking about, Mike? Yeah, she told you where he probably didn't mean it like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it is kind of cool in here. Winter helps. But
yeah, send me the link of where you can get that. I actually got like this little fireplace. It's really cool. I would get it, but it's like plugged in over there and I have to pull it out of the wall. But it's like a little fireplace lantern, and it's a light. It's got like little lights in it, and it looks like a fireplace. It's actually very pretty. I got that from.
That's cool. Yeah, no, that's Bliss Lights. It's called Bliss Lights. And it's Bliss Lights, yeah. And it was all. Can you see my face on Facebook? Like, 'cause I can see it on the screen. Can you see it?
Sound like you're from Brooklyn. No.
What? No. I sound like I'm from Brooklyn. Yeah, I got some Italian.
You have a little bit of like a little bit of a Brooklyn.
I guess maybe a little. I don't know. Glen Cove is not really Brooklyn, but I'm still from New York. So.
See,
it's not like I don't say
that New York right there, that real York. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I ain't walking around. I ain't going in Starbucks. Let me get some coffee. I'm not doing that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. Well, yeah, that would be Nick Carter. I love Nick Carter. I don't know if you've met him. You will. But oh, thank you, Joan. I don't know where I'm gonna wear that. It's not gonna be here in time for my birthday show, although I wish it was, but I definitely bought something much sexier. And hopefully the gods of waistline will help me to be able to wear it that night. So,
Mike says he can't see my face. He doesn't because he doesn't know me. So yes, that dress was beautiful, by the way.
And it comes in different colors. It comes in green. It comes in red. I was like, let me get the red, and then I was like, ooh, they're purple. Like, I don't have enough purple in my life right now. I just don't. You know.
Yeah, I would if I was gonna. I would need to come with some cool sculpting or some liposuction if I was gonna wear that shit.
No, that dress would look very
So Teresa said from the hood in Glen Cove, and Teresa would be correct because I grew up Section 8, so that is the hood. So Glen Cove.
Oh, I knew some girls in Glen Cove. Janaire, and
there's two bag places in Glen Cove, and I grew up in one of them. Well, Brooklyn is technically in Long Island, like Queens. That's true. I love when people say, "Do you live on Long Island?" They go, "No, I live in Brooklyn." Motherfucker, you live on Long Island because there ain't no bridge.
Exactly. It's one road that connects. It's
exactly.
one straight line from Long Island to Brooklyn. Like, I don't get it.
Yes. Whether you live in Mattituck or Brooklyn, you live on Long Island. You cross that bridge, then you can say you live in the city. Don't give me that, oh, I live in Brooklyn shit.
Right. And if you make a left at the end of the Bell Parkway and you head towards Manhattan, that's where then you're going to the city. Brooklyn is
so Mike just asked me if I love MM. So if you mean do I love M&Ms, that's a yes. If you ask me if I love Eminem the rapper, yeah, he's right. If that's some kind of sexual slang for something, then you're gonna have to fill me in because I don't know what the fuck that means.
You have to go on his page and take a look at him, and you're gonna be like, oh my God. Let me tell you how I met this kid, okay? Well, he's not a kid, he's a man. I walked into 7-Eleven and he had a name tag on that said Draven. And I was like, oh my God, like your mother must be a huge Crow fan because if I ever had a son, I was gonna name him Draven Michael. And he said, he starts laughing his laugh, which I love. And, he's like, oh, he's like, I'm obsessed with the Crow. He's like, but my name's Michael. And I was just like, oh my God, I've met my child. Like grown up already. No, he's completely gorgeous. He's very talented. He's just one of those, he's a very old, he loves like all our 90s music, like rock and roll. He sings, like he does like lives all the time. All
right, so what's wrong with him then?
Nothing.
No. That's not Marilyn Manson.
Oh, yeah. Marilyn Manson. Oh, are you kidding me? Why would you just say Marilyn
Manson? Yeah, because MM means so many different things.
Yeah.
So, I was never a big Marilyn Manson fan.
Oh, fuck, I was.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
I definitely was. Huge Marilyn Manson fan. Always. Forever.
Life. I don't know. What was it? Beautiful People or some bullshit? Was that one of his songs or something like that? Did I just assume the agenda, by the way, too? Because with a name like Marilyn, how the fuck would I know?
Marilyn Manson's a guy. But, I mean, he was the first, like, well, not the first, but he was one of the first male cross-dressing singers out there. And he took a lot of shit for it. Like
I don't know. I'm Liberace's coming to mind because that motherfucker.
Well, he didn't do it like he would just wear like fake tits. Like he was just Marilyn.
Eddie, just go all the way. All right, I can't judge people. That's right. It is what it is. I was not a huge. I did listen to Nine Inch Nails a little bit, which is like the same shit, I think. And I was more like a poppy kind of,
Spice Girls.
What?
Spice Girls.
Oh, I went to Spice Girls concerts. I did. Me and my ex-girlfriend, right, drove to Weirton, West Virginia to Spice Girls, and I knew the dance so well that when the concert was over, a woman came up to me. She goes, "You could be on stage. You nailed it." I'm like, "Yeah, baby, exactly. That's right." Oh my God. And I was just like 20-year-old strapping young guy, right? Like shaved head, had a little bit of scruff, right? Dating this girl. And I'm doing the Spice Girl dance, and the fucking...
All the girls must have been like, oh my God.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Fooled them all.
And you lucky bitch. Oh my God.
Yeah, she lucked out.
If you want to be my lover. Because when you're a kid, it doesn't like sink in. And then I listened to it and I was like, oh my God, she's saying, if you want to be my lover, you have to fuck all my friends first. And I was just kind of like, oh my.
See, I thought they meant like if you want to be my lover, you gotta be chill with my friends. Nah, fuck
No, because then it's
them.
like,
But
oh,
no,
this one
that's
likes it on her knees, this one likes it, and I was just like, whoa. And they were playing this at like our 8th grade dance. We were like, la, 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 la.
yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to revisit that song because I definitely
Listen to
don't.
it, yeah. Even that
Yeah,
song, like Pina Coladas, I listened to it the other day. Like, I think I was drunk. And
Did you say what'd you say? Penis colossus?
If
What?
you like Pina Coladas.
Oh, pina colada.
Yeah, it was about cheating, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, I had no idea. I listened to the lyrics, and I was like,
That's messed up. And then they hook up at the end. Oh, I knew it was
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
I hoped
yeah.
it
Oh,
was
I
you.
had no
You didn't,
idea that you like
you didn't
Pina
hope it
Coladas
was
and
her. You were trying to get some fucking strange from
Right.
some random person. You didn't think it was your wife, but now she's there. You're like, oh, I hoped it was you.
Oh
All
yeah,
that bullshit.
yeah. I like Pina Coladas because you like Pina Coladas. Oh,
Exactly.
you don't take my house in the divorce. Like, this is bullshit.
Don't make me laugh.
Jesus. Like, come on. Like, that's what that shit was. We should just, talk
See,
about
Mike.
like, all this.
See, Mike. Mike said, "Is that what it's really was about?" Wait, what are you talking about? You talking about the
Listen to
Spice
the
Girls,
song.
or wait, is he talking about Spice Girls or Pina Colada though?
Yeah, which one? Oh, what's up, Antonio Clark? Did you ever meet Antonio Clark? You will. Hi, Melissa.
I don't see that. I don't see that name. I see Anne
Up.
Marie. Hey, Anne Marie. No, where? Scroll up.
Marie.
Alyssa Marie
from BBT?
What?
You need to, girl. You need to like come out and like hang out.
Oh, Mike was too busy listening to gangster rap back then, like Onyx and NWA and whatever the fuck.
Onyx, whole shit. No, as much as I was a heavy metal chick,
laugh?
definitely.
My second ex-wife is this petite little blonde thing coming straight out of Five Towns, and she was big in Onyx. I could picture her with like Tim's and shit, and like a hoodie and a hat.
You were married twice? Your second ex-wife?
Yeah, I was the man, so I was stupid. So I didn't learn the first time. Duh. So I got married again. This time for love, though. I married for love this time, the second time. And I still love her. Actually, that's the shitty part. And my first ex-wife was stupidity, actually, because she's not a nice person. But my second ex, that was love. And so, yeah, and then that's it. So I will get married a third time, but only because I want to wear the dress. In fact, as soon as somebody proposes to me, which will probably never happen, I'll probably have the divorce papers drawn up. So by the time we get back to the end of the aisle, they can just sign it and we can just go about our way. I mean, we'll do the party and shit because why not, right?
Yeah, fuck that.
But then
we're
that's it.
We're gonna find out in a little bit, so everybody stay tuned if marriage is in the cards for Emily.
Yeah, so Mike went with the Spice Girls.
I like the Spice Girls. Listen,
I love
the Spice Girls. I like Madonna. I love all that stuff. Like
girl power, hell yeah. Shit.
Fuck that girl. Remember that Mean Girls Suck, all that stuff?
Which one was that?
Mean Girls Suck. Do you remember that? Oh, man,
I remember seeing Mean Girls.
By the time that wave started taking place.
I might have been. I saw the movie, Mean Girls. I thought that was.
I love that movie. That's a classic fucking movie.
Yeah. Honest came from my neighborhood. Oh shit. My Honest came from my neighborhood. One of their moms worked at my middle school. Damn, it's a small world.
Yeah. Buster Rhymes used to be around Uniondale all the time. He used to come into Starbucks and be like, "Yeah, what up, Bus?"
Yeah, I met Color Me Bad once. Fuck you. I know what you're thinking.
Oh my God, no, Color Me Bad back in the day. Oh my God,
no, I met. Listen, no. I met them like New Jack City time, like around then and shit. So I was working at CVS. I was working overnight in CVS, and Brian and like Sam, I think, was that the dude that looked like Carrot Top but a little cuter and not as ugly. He came in with Brian and they bought some stuff and they left because they used to live on Morgan's Island, they called it. There was like all about a bunch of money down there, and they lived down there, and then they sucked after a little bit of time, and then that was it. Although I did get another album there, it's called Time and Chance, and Ozzie Davis did like a little forward on that. It was actually a good album. They were cool. I know all the songs. What?
Before they became famous, and he actually hit on me.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
Aventura, Romeo. Oh God. And I was so shy and intimidated that like the whole, I was with 3 of my very beautiful, sexy girlfriends at the time. And they hit on us and they were like, "Oh, you guys want to hang out?" And we were just like, "Hey."
And you said no?
I know.
Yeah, so you all have. So
my life would have been very different.
Yeah,
very different if I
you
did.
color me sad right now.
Oh my God. I should have fucked the shit out of him, boy.
Yeah,
Oh my
you should
God.
have.
I should
So
have, because he was
Mike,
feeling me, girl.
Mike, what'd you listen to? What song? What song? It ain't gonna be All for Love either. It's gonna be some slow. It's
All
gonna.
for love.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yep.
I know he's gonna break out some real like slow jam kind of shit. I picture anyway. But yeah. So that was like the most famous people I think I ever met, and I'm pretty sure I saw Billy Crystal in Winthrop Hospital like when my daughter was born. My ex had a false alarm because she fucking cried about everything. And I mean, she was 8 months pregnant. But so we took her to Winthrop. And then on the way out, it was like 5 a.m. And I could have swore I walked past Billy Crystal.
You probably did. Yeah,
I probably did.
from Long Island.
I was listening to Kristen, stop lying. You shy. Yeah, right. You ain't shy. She ain't shy now.
I'm not shy anymore. I mean, as I've come into like being like, you know, the sexual paragon that I am now, I'm definitely not.
Yeah.
I got over it. So
Kristen ain't shy. She in bed with me.
Exactly.
Well, kind of.
So if there were to be a movie made about your life as a comic, who would play you? Please say Kathy Arnold.
Please say Cat. All right, so I guess it's a Kathy Arnold. I want to sex you up. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Gina's watching. Hey, Gina. What's up, Gina?
What's up, Gina?
Who would play me in a movie? That's tough because I don't think of myself that way. Who would play me in a movie? Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Like
no,
that.
I'm just said that word. I had said that person. I have no idea who would play me. Kathy Arnold could do it. I was gonna say she could do me, but then that would have come out wrong. What in bed with Emily? Oh hell no! All right, whatever. I don't know what that means.
No, it doesn't mean it like that. So how many shows would you say as a comedian? Like, where do you like that you've done? You've probably done well over 100 shows.
Let's see. If I averaged out, let's say 3 a month, right? If I did that, and it'll be 4 years, so yeah, it would be about that. But I don't go on stage a lot. Like, there was a good run where I did like 7 shows in a month. That would be like the most that I've done at one time. And I was going into the city every Saturday night for Kim, you know, Julius's wife, or maybe not anymore. I don't know. Hey, Dan. Who's Dan?
Hi, Dan.
All right, cool. So yeah, so no, that there was a stretch I was doing that, but then that was it.
Now you do a podcast with Justin McDonald, who I love.
Yeah.
And Jan Brenner, who I also love. 2 Men and Half a Lady, or did you guys change it?
No, it's 2 Men and Half a Lady. It's funny too, because like, what's his face? Justin called me up one day, like a year and a half ago, and he goes, "Listen, Jan and I want to do a podcast, and we want you to be in it." And I said, all right, but only if I get to name it. He goes, "What do you want to call it?" I said, 2.5 Men. And he cracked up laughing on the phone. But then I'm like, yeah, it won't work. So we ended up with 2 Men and Half a Lady. And then people get mad. Like, transgender people got mad at me. Like, how could you say that? Like, motherfucker, I'm talking about me. I can say whatever the fuck I want.
Business.
They get all offended and shit. Everybody gets offended nowadays. They need to just stop. You get offended if I say some shit about you. I'm talking about myself. Fuck off. So people like unfriended me and like talked a lot of shit. And damn, Mike's like a comedy whore. I've done 30, 40 in a year and a half.
Wow, Mike.
I know, right? Mike just getting on any stage. Had no shame. That's right. Oh, Anthony's, that's you on the right. Yes. Do you see me now?
Do you see me now?
Do you see me now?
That's crazy. I think I've definitely produced probably close to maybe 25 to 30 shows.
Yeah.
But what's like the most famous stage? Like I definitely want to perform at the Apollo. What's the most famous stage that like you have to get on before you die?
Before we die.
Where are you going?
I don't know. I would say Caroline's.
Do you ever see yourself like owning a comedy club? Because I see it.
No, I don't want to deal with that bullshit. Seriously, I work in a place like, and I just see what the owner goes through, and people just suck. And I don't want to deal with that crap. I want to listen. Comedy it's nerve wracking. Don't get me wrong. I get like anxious before I get up on stage. When I'm on stage, I'm okay. But like I tell jokes, I leave, and then I'm cool with that. and Broadway Comedy Club. But yes, Broadway Comedy Club is one of my favorite clubs. Although I blanked one night when I was downstairs and there was like 200 people and I just froze. Like when I say free, like that. And the audience just clapped and I'm like, thank you very much. Because I just lost it for whatever reason. It's the only time I ever lost it, and I lost it there. But
that happened to me one time on stage because I was drinking, and I should know better than to do comedy and drink. It doesn't work. And
but
I completely froze up.
But the upstairs room is cool. It's very intimate, especially when they fucking
upstairs,
put
just downstairs.
The Red Room. Red Room's cool, but they put like when it's a busy show. Like I performed in that room where there was 8 people and 6 of them were comics. And I performed in that room where they put like 4 rows of chairs on the stage on each side of the thing. And you got to like snake your way through to get up on the stage. And I hosted that night. So I was up and down trying to like look like the obstacle course from American Gladiator and shit, trying to get on the stage.
Well, that's like upstairs in the living room. I don't, I miss, we're talking about this like it's a bad thing now. It's like I miss all of that so much.
I do too.
I miss it. I miss walking in and like hugging Laura and like saying hi to James and just seeing everybody, and peeking in the big room to see who's there or just excitement. I just miss it. I miss it a lot.
I even miss arguing with Gordon when he put a sign on the bathroom door downstairs where it says like staff only.
Yeah.
That motherfucker, right? So then I'd argue with the Asian people next door about using the bathroom. You don't order food. I'm like, I'm gonna order food. I'm fat. I'm gonna be there in a minute. And and then they wouldn't let. They finally knew because I go there all the time because that ramen place is the bomb, right? So they let me use the bathroom. They didn't bitch, But still, you had to argue with these people. I did both rooms. I actually love the Red Room. Yeah, the Red Room is the best. The Red Room is fun. I like the Red Room. There's a secret bathroom upstairs too. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the secret bathroom.
You usually just go right in and then downstairs, and then they like kick you out as soon as.
Okay. Yeah, if there's a show going on upstairs, forget about the bathroom there.
Yeah, you're not getting in there.
Yeah, you ain't getting it. It's harder to get in the bathroom than it is to get on stage.
I would love to perform at Gotham because there's something about that room that I love. It's like a mini Broadway. It's like a mini Broadway theater. The way it's set up, it's got a beautiful stage. I love it there. Bonnie took me there one night. I can't think of the comic's name, which took me to see. Oh God, he was funny. He was pretty funny, I thought. And oh my God, he has a weird name.
We're entertaining Mike, by the way. He's very entertained.
I know. It is entertaining, actually.
It is.
The show is extremely entertaining.
When do you get to see 2 girls in bed live on Facebook? You don't see that shit.
Every Tuesday night. So,
right.
what?
Okay, I guess not special. All right, anyway, go ahead. You were saying?
Have you ever seen, like, anybody bomb miserably? You don't have to name names, but, like...
Yeah, and it's mad uncomfortable. No, I hate to joke around, but, it's almost, like, comically funny. You just watching somebody, like, you can't believe they said that. Like, you sitting there going, motherfucker, you thought that was going to land? Right?
Like, seriously?
Yeah, exactly. Just horrible shit and just digging a deeper hole every time they open their mouth. And then you got to go on after. And which, I don't know, is weird if you're, because sometimes the audience is just like, I was in, where was it? It was Greenwich Village, the dungeon. This guy just ate it. He ate a dick, like bad. It was bad. And I know about it because I've eaten a few. Like watching a train wreck. Exactly. Like in slow motion. Like doing everything wrong you could possibly think of, making it 10 times worse. Mike, you want to do another one? What?
What's that? Do another one of these? What?
That's what I just asked.
Have to revive the audience. Yeah, that's definitely that's.
Yeah, that's right. Which is great though, because if you do it, if you go out there and if the host doesn't do it for you, because the host should be bringing them back a little bit. But if you go out and do it, it feels great. But and you know what the shittiest part is that comic gets off stage and asks you how they did, and I don't know, like if you have the heart to tell them, I'd be like, dude, get out now. Like, seriously,
there's only one person. Yeah, there's only one comic or 2 comics actually. Teresa's one of them. Like sliding off my bed here. That I know as soon as like I come off stage, like I just have to look at their face and it'll tell me like if I did good or not. You know, so I don't even have to ask. I
Yeah.
don't even ask anybody else. Like, it's just if that one person's there, I'm just like, yo, like, did I do good? Oh, Mike, you're always more than welcome to do In Bed with Comics. If Thursday wasn't Thanksgiving, I would say this Thursday, but you know, maybe next Tuesday if you're free. Yeah, that's cool.
Teresa went after Crazy Grandpa. I was never on one of Carlo's shows, so I don't know.
Oh shit, yeah. That was
but
Crazy Grandpa was a little bit extreme. I don't know where he is now, but
yeah.
So
I don't know where anybody is now. I saw a guy walk off in the middle of his set. He bombed so bad.
I've seen that happen too.
Funny,
yeah, I've seen that happen too. It happened recently, and because I brought that person there, they kind of blamed me for like their bombing, and I was like, okay, like I gave you an opportunity.
They blame you because they suck.
My fault. Well, I'll have to tell you the story privately, but it was just it was a shit show, and it just I just figured it would just be some stage time. One of the audience members got a little loud and said something. And, it wasn't even, it was just, they just said something. And I guess I threw this person off and they got mad and never spoke to me again. So, yeah.
Oh, well.
Bye.
Sucks for them.
Yeah, bye. Welcome to the comedy
show. More Kristen for us.
Exactly. There's plenty to go around. So, no, Mike, that wasn't our show. No. Wait, no. I don't know what they're talking about. Weird, crazy. Yeah.
What are you talking about? We did this show like a week ago.
Oh yeah, no, it wasn't that. No. That wasn't that show. That was
Mike. It wasn't you. It was me. Have you heard that before?
It's not you. It's me. Like, and when someone tells you that, fucking believe it. When somebody says, "Oh, it's not you. It's me." Trust and believe
it's
that.
you.
Yeah, it's most likely them who farted. So, all of that craziness. So how do you go through your process of coming up with comedy? Like, I know you don't go to open mics, because I've never seen you at one.
No, I don't.
How do you practice? Like, what's your writing process like?
My writing process is something stupid happens to me, some dumb shit that gets me semi-upset, and then I think about if I was like another person in that room,
right? Like,
oh, that would be funny. Like if it wasn't me that had happened to,
right.
And then I write a joke about it, and then I just say that shit at the next show. Yeah, I work, not that other people don't work hard. I just, I'm doing like 60 hours a week, and I'm not about to hit up like open mics and shit. I just can't. I'm a zombie by the time I'm done. I'm like mentally dead when I leave work. So I just find something. I write down like a quick note, and then I just go over it in my head and see what sounds funny. And then I try it, and fortunately, more often than not, it'll go off pretty well. Sometimes it doesn't. I'm like, okay, I'll try that 1 or 2 more times, and then see you later. So that's how I write, And sometimes like I'll put it like a little spreadsheet, and I'll have like a couple of different revisions, and see like which one sounds better. And I say it in my head, and sometimes I give myself a little chuckle. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go with that one. And then
so
try
you
that.
have a process. You just don't. Yeah,
I do.
Yeah, you definitely do. Now the
well, no, but that's not a joke that I write. But like, if I'm at a club or I'm doing a show and some dumb motherfucker says some shit in the audience, and I'm like, oh, you want to join? Okay, and then that's just whatever happens.
Yeah. So
that's always fun.
That song that you wrote that you sing at the end of your set, did that person who said that stupid shit, did she actually get to hear that song?
No, everybody keeps telling me to put it on Facebook, but I don't. I won't do it. I actually wrote another song recently, about the election, but it's a Christmas song. I haven't said it. I haven't sang it yet.
Do it.
I can sing it for you.
Sing it.
What? I can sing it for you if you want. You want to hear my song? All right, let's see.
I do. Everyone else wants to hear it too.
All right, fuck it. I'm gonna sing you a song. It's a Christmas song, so if you guys don't celebrate Christmas, tough. So here we go. So this is Santa Claus is Coming to Town. This is the tune, but the name of the song is Santa Claus is Judging This Clown. So it goes, and I'm bad at this. I'm a bad singer, but here it goes. goes, you better not shout, you better not lie. Rudy's filing suits and dripping hair dye. Santa Claus is judging this clown. We're checking the votes and checking them twice. A Biden presidency is gonna be nice. Santa Claus is judging this clown. He sees who you've been groping. He knows you're on the take. You know it's time you should concede. So concede for goodness sake. So that's the song.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of fun, and the shit will just pop in my head when I hear something. So I just start fucking around and just singing. But I don't sing because I used to be in a choir.
Really?
And I was in the Long Island Gay Men's Choir, and yeah, that
Tony
was.
Holper?
What?
Did you know Tony Holper?
No, I do not.
I think he's now in the Long Island Gay Men's.
Really? I was in it like 8 years ago. I met my ex there, and then I transitioned, and then they invited me back. And did I stick out like a pink thumb? But it was fun. I did a season with them, and then I retired. So, if you like that song, there's more. I have a lot more verses. So I have I can even do it in the style of Bruce Springsteen, because there's about 4 or 5 more verses that I wrote for that song. So maybe I'll do a full one for everybody and put it on Facebook. Who knows? But thank you.
Definitely. Without doubt. The songs are great. I mean, it's definitely like a great closer to an act, because you've got
the cunt song,
and of course, and then whatever other song you come up with, I think that's definitely something that you've landed on to do that.
Yeah,
most comics don't do that.
No, I just like writing. I guess I like writing parodies. It's just funny, taking a song and then finding words that fit and making it something relevant to today.
Right. To today,
I think is fun.
Well,
I enjoy that.
We just did with the Pina Colada song. I'm sure if you listen to the Pina Colada, like, maybe my Pina's cool colada since we got married, or something crazy,
Yeah, I'm sure there's something there.
So you did a bit of acting in Gender Bender. Did that ever happen?
No. So I won. That was messed up too, because people thought the fix was in, because I won the contest last year, and one of the prizes was, in addition to headlining your own show, one of the prizes was a speaking role on Gender Bender 2. And I was the only transgender comic on the show. They're like, "Oh, you knew she was gonna win." It's like, no, motherfucker.
Like, no, motherfucker. Like, I actually lost to what's his face?
Who?
I think I came in third. What the hell is his name? Why am I drawing a blank? See, this is what happens when you're not like doing open mics. Okay.
Dennis Newman was right. Like, was right there. Like, it was me and Dennis, and I think Rich Rita.
Rich Rita, yeah. I came in third, and Rich Rita came in second, and I was just like, okay. And then like John Butera like pulled me aside. He's like,
Mike's out. Say bye, Mike.
Bye, Mike. See you later. Bye, Draven.
Yeah, explain that Draven shit to me when you get a minute. So
Draven is Eric Draven from The Crow.
Never saw it. Don't fucking look at me like that. There's a ton of movies I've probably seen that you never saw.
You need to watch that like immediately.
Immediately? Like, end the show right now and go watch that shit?
No! That is the greatest love story ever told. Well, it's not really a love story. It's actually a horror. But yeah, The Crow is awesome.
Yeah, greatest love story ever told is Love Actually. So, have you seen that?
No. Actually, yeah, I may have seen Love Actually.
I don't know.
Right.
All right, Teresa's waiting for the $1 million question.
Ever told to me is the movie Just Friends with Amy Smart and Ryan Reynolds, because that explains unrequited love. It explains all right.
No, stop. First off, any movie with Ryan Reynolds is fucking awesome.
Yes.
Because he is funny and hot.
Yes.
And Canadian. Yes. It's just awesome. Somebody's upset with me.
Oh boy, yeah.
Michael's upset with me. I don't know what I did.
He doesn't because you didn't see The Crow. That's like his favorite.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll watch it. I will. And I don't know what this $1 million question is, Teresa. So.
The $1 million question is coming up. Do you want me to do your cards first, or you want me to ask you the $1 million question?
I don't know. Surprise me.
All right, I'll ask you the $1 million question, but tune in for the card read. Um, which comic, famous or non-famous, would you take to bed for, you know?
Which comic, famous or non-famous? I like how you didn't say living or dead because that would be freaky. All right,
You can
so
say it, right? Listen, living, dead, male or female, it's your fantasy.
what comic would I take to bed? Kathy Arnold. Now,
Oh my God! We have a
you
match!
didn't,
Oh
you
my
didn't expect,
God! Can
you
I
didn't
make
expect that, did you?
Oh, what'd you say?
I said you didn't expect that, did you?
No, but it's actually I did. But Kathy, I love Kathy. Kathy, are you still
Yes.
watching? I'm sure Teresa's texting her right now. I know Teresa's texting her. She's like, oh my God, she heard you. I'm taking her back.
All right, now see if it's in the cards.
I will. All right. So think of a question that you want to ask, that you want an answer to.
Okay.
While I'm shuffling, go ahead and think of a question.
Think of a question. All right, am I supposed to ask you and say this question out loud, or is something supposed to stay in my head?
Just keep saying it in your head a little bit. Let me shuffle the cards around so I can get a feel for them because they're sleeping.
I got you.
All right. You got a question in mind?
I have a question in mind.
All right. What's the question?
Question is, will I be alone for the rest of my life?
No. Wow. That's a pretty powerful card to pull for that question. Can you see it?
I see it, but I don't know what it means.
Okay. I'm going to look up for clarity on that card because I've never pulled that card before.
It's a first.
And listen to this. Belonging, acceptance, and assimilation. The primary joy of life is acceptance, approval, the sense of appreciation and companionship of our human comrades. So no, you will not be alone for the rest of your life.
Best night of my life so far, right?
Understand?
Beautiful.
So I will go on more to read about her because okay, so our sense of belonging and acceptance by others requires affirmation. Peer recognition and acceptance is a compelling motivation and reward for our participation. To that aim, we may have to demonstrate to some degree our allegiance. So that means to accept yourself. Some communicate their allegiance and commitment through body markings, other by more transient expressions such as dress code and fashion, you understand? And still others by their conduct or mannerisms, whatever the form, all variations of the same basic objective, namely a confirmation, I am this and I belong. And in turn, you are this and we accept you. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty powerful card that I just pulled for you that answered your question dead on point.
Nice.
Yes, because I'm good at what I do. These are oracle.
No doubt.
So I can interpret them for you, but that's how I interpret it, as that there's some sort of like, you have to face that shadow of what you've had. You've gone through this transition. You've done this, but you need to do some shadow work. There's a person, her name is Teal Swan on YouTube, talks about a lot of shadow work. There's a little bit more work you need to do, but you create your own reality. If you don't want to be alone, you don't have to be. The world is for your taking. Your mate is definitely out there. Ooh, another very powerful, very powerful feminine energy coming through tonight. Nice. Very powerful. And I just opened up to that page. I am a fucking wizard.
Okay. Look at you.
Secrecy and confidentiality. Every relationship between two individuals or two groups would be characterized by the ratio of secrecy that is involved in it. I'm going to interpret this card for you. I'm not going to further read it. Stop hiding it. If you want to have that relationship that's out there, don't be anyone's secret. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're worth more than that. It's not a secret. You are going to find that relationship that's going to be out there. And it's normal and it's accepting. There's nothing odd about it at all. Don't be anybody's secret. That's the key to unlocking. Because she's got the key. And within that book is there's a book that has a key to it, and there's a light that's next to it. Understand? So you're the one that holds the key to that illumination of bringing out those like secret types of relationships. You're nobody's secret.
I hear that. That was the biggest thing, issues I had with people in the past. Everything was hush hush.
That's over with. That's done. And I'm going to pull a card right now that's going to confirm that right now. There she is. Look at this beautiful feminine energy we have coming through here. Look, there's a cat. There's puzzle pieces. She's got a mask. Bitch, you better be a good card. This is a new deck. I very rarely ever use cards, but I started to because it's just cool. Connections, putting the pieces together, coming to conclusions. To the question of your life, you are the answer. To the problems of your life, you are the solution. Understand? You are the solution to your own problems in life. There's no in other words, there's no external force that's keeping you from what you want. There's nothing
except me.
Except you. Now, I know you want to ask me a question about a guy.
About what?
I know you want to ask me a question about a guy.
A guy?
Yeah.
Why a guy?
Ooh. Or a girl. Either one. Which do you prefer?
Should I prefer? Oh. I prefer women. Yeah.
Well, here she is. Let's check her out.
Yes, let's.
She is okay. Flights of fancy, leap of faith, taking a next step. Is this woman already in your life?
Yeah.
Okay, so flights of fancy, leap of faith, taking the next step. 20 years from now, you'll be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, and discover. So this card, you take that leap of faith, the chances, the places you will go, but you'll never know until you try. So if there's something holding you back, which you see how the scarf is kind of wrapped around her legs, and her legs are walking. She's walking. The scarf is being held back by her legs. So if she would walk a little bit more and just kind of let go, that scarf would be there in the wind. Leap of faith. And see how her foot is kind of like, dipping off into the clouds where there's nothing underneath that? That is definitely a symbol of leap of faith.
Got it.
That's within your favor. So stop hiding, make a move. But there is some guy that's bothering me. I don't know why. Like, I don't know if it's spirit. I didn't hit the whiskey yet, so I don't know. But there is something. Somebody at work? A guy at work?
No, I don't know.
Not a romantic connection, just something that bothers you.
Well, yeah, surrounded by assholes at work.
Yeah, you're surrounded by it, but there's one particular asshole. I can see he's got a big stomach. Ugh. He eats a lot. A lot of sugar. Frick. Ooh. Let's see what this one says. Oh, I don't know what this one means. This one is like anyone's guess. I have no fucking clue what that would mean.
I don't know.
I can't even interpret that. Hold on a second. It's 2 cards away from the other girl. Infinity, no limits, and perseverance, Miss Thang. Difficult things take a long time. Impossible things take a little longer. The abstract concept of infinity is given a visual reference here. This card represents limitless possibilities that infinity embraces. So you actually have very limited, very unlimited possibilities to any connection that you want. And you just kind of have to just go for it. Face that shadow that's behind you and step out into the light, because you are who you are and you do belong, and there's nothing stopping you. Nothing. and
I like
talk to
that.
that. Talk to that. I can see her. I see her very vaguely.
Yeah.
Does she live here?
I'm sorry.
Does she live here
What do you mean? Where's
in
here?
New York?
Yeah.
She does,
Mm-hmm.
but she's not from here. Is she from here?
Yeah.
Is she from South Carolina?
I don't think
Down
so.
south? She's a New Yorker?
Yeah.
Very interesting. I think you answered your question.
Yeah, I think so.
So I think you need to, because it's coming. I'm getting sometime around January or February. There's going to be a little bit more movement, but there'll be as much movement as you want there to be. You know,
Yeah.
it's in your hands. You know, we can
Okay.
stay stagnant in things and never make a move or never tell anyone, you know, how we feel or anything like that. But that's, you know,
You never get anywhere.
you don't. And it
That's
sucks.
fair.
And then, you know, all of a sudden it just like swoops in and it's like, oh, you should have said something, you know.
Yeah.
It's kind of like riding on a bus and watching your stop go by and you just like can't say anything, you know,
Yeah.
and then you're just further away from what you need to be. And you just, you know, you take a chance, and if that chance doesn't happen and it doesn't work out the way that you want, then there's infinite possibilities out there for you.
Yeah.
So you just have to let go of that, what you've always tried to suppress. You need to let go of that. Like, this is me. I am who I am, and that's it. It's all about acceptance.
Yeah.
You know,
It
which
is.
is something that everybody struggles with. I struggle with it. Where now I'm just like, you know what? This is me. I don't care. Flaws and all. Could care less. Take me as I am. I'm totally in love with myself. My heart is open. I'm good.
Yeah, I gotta get there.
You will. Teal Swan. I'm telling you, Teal Swan. Find
On
someone that
YouTube.
does shadow work. Yeah, find someone that does shadow work. Find someone that can, you know, you don't need to shrink. You know, sometimes the healing comes with the spiritual. Spiritual.
All right.
You know, because that's about the self. You don't need to sit in a psychiatrist chair and have them tell you, oh, the reason why you did. No. There are amazing philosophers out there, metaphysical people out there. Teal Swan is just, she's really good when she
Yeah.
talks about, like, you know, dealing with all of these things. And, you know, when I like sat there and I, you know, really thought about it, I was like, oh fuck, holy shit. Like, I didn't realize that, you know, a lot of the choices that we were given as children were not ours, and now we have to go back and fix all that. You know, just listen to it. I'll send you her name.
Yeah.
You promised to send me the name where I can get the light on Amazon, because I must have that.
I will send that to you.
Definitely. All right, cool. So I want to thank you so much. Hi, Carla. Carla Okerson's watching. Carla, you're late.
Hey, Carla. Yeah, we out.
Yeah. Thank you so much for
Thanks
coming
for
on
having me.
with comics. And I hope that, you know, wherever you go, I mean, I don't even have to wish you success, because it's just there already.
Thank you.
It'll keep going from there. So keep that smile, keep doing what you're doing, and I will hopefully see you on December 5th if we're not on fucking lockdown.
Hopefully.
Definitely. All right. So
You got it,
enjoy,
babe.
and I will message you like in like 2 seconds. So,
You got it.
all right, cool. Good night, Emily.
Good night, hon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So, everyone out there, thank you so much for watching In Bed with Comics. I'm your host and fellow comedian, Kristen Tinsley. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, you can. That's at Chris Nicole. Tins Comedy on Facebook, and you're already, no, on Instagram, and you're already on my Facebook. So I just want to wish everybody a very happy Thanksgiving. I will be back Tuesday, hopefully maybe with Mike Faber, to do another episode of In Bed with Comics. I hope you guys enjoyed this. You're a comedian, you're watching, and you would like to be on In Bed with Comics. That's totally cool. If you want to hit me up to do a read for you, that's pretty cool. Also, I do charge for that. These are free, but I do charge for reads. Not very much, but if you just have a question that you want an answer to, you just want to pick one card or something like that, just hit me up. I am totally down to do it. So anyway, enjoy Thanksgiving, enjoy your family, enjoy your life, enjoy everything that's beautiful, and I wish you all a very happy and a very good night. Thanks for watching Bed with Comics. I will see you next time. Good night.